And you know, when you are subpoenaed, or when you have to go to court, the judge, you know, he calls you up and he says, well, brother Muhammad, or brother so-and-so, what did you see? You know, you say, well, you know, Your Honor, I didn't see it or I didn't hear it, but so-and-so told me about it. You are not a credible witness. You have to throw the case out and try the case all over again, because you are not a credible witness. But we are being subpoenaed or summoned by the Lord of all the world. We're being subpoenaed by God himself. So, as Muslims, that is our first requirement. That is our first responsibility as Muslims, to be a witness for God. But not only are we required to be a witness for God, we're also required to be a witness for Muhammad the Prophet also. So we are required to give two witnesses. Witness twice, shahadatain. So we have to be two witnesses. We have to be a witness for God, the Lord of all the worlds, and a witness for man. A witness for man. Witness for, and what are we being a witness to? We're being a witness to Muhammad the Prophet, who represented man in his excellence, man in his most excellent state, man in his most excellent character. So this is what we are being called to be a witness to. We are being a witness to man in his good nature and his ability to uphold the peace. This is what we are being asked as Muslims. This is our first responsibility as Muslims. We are called to be witnesses. Now, you know, a witness is not, it's no small thing. When, you know, when somebody asks you to be a witness, that's not a small thing, you know. When someone, like I have Allah blessed me to be in business for myself. And so I get business by referrals, a lot of referrals. So when somebody gives you a referral, they're standing in as a witness for you. They're saying that I'm a witness that this person is a good person, or this person is responsible, he's going to do whatever he says he's going to do. So it's a referral. So they're giving a witness for you. So we are asked by God to be a witness for God. That's what we're asking. But what is the difference between a Muslim witness and a Jehovah's Witness? What is the difference between the Muslim witness and the Christian witness, or the Jewish witness? Because all of them say that they're a witness. Right? All of them say that we are a witness for God. All of them. They all say that, hey, I'm a witness for God. So in our creed and our declaration, our witness, our declaration, our faith is in what? It is in our requirements. What we are required, what we are asked, or what our responsibilities are. That's what expresses who and what a witness is. It is in our responsibilities. So we don't just say, oh, I accept, like the Christians say, I accept Jesus Christ and I'm saved. Muslims, we say, oh yeah, I'm a Muslim. Yeah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Oh, I'm a Muslim now. That's it, I'm a Muslim. That's it, I'm done. That's not it. That's not it. It's not it. As a Muslim are people of knowledge. And we have responsibilities and roles that we have to fulfill as Muslims. And some of the roles and responsibilities, that is what expresses what our responsibilities are. Allahu Akbar. So when we first become a Muslim, or we take Shahada, our religion begins with what? It begins with a negative. It begins with a negative. So the first thing that Allah is sending to our minds is what? Is no. Allah says no. That's the first thing that Allah says to us as a human being. When we say that we are being a witness to God, it starts off with a negative. Now, as human beings, our very nature, we don't like the word no. None of us, as human beings, it's just in our nature, we don't like no. I mean, there's none of us in here that likes the word no. Even children, they don't like the word no. When you tell a baby, no, stop, the baby starts crying. Because no, human beings don't like the word no. And as, you know, as children, you know, we, the parent that says no, what we do, we go to the other parent just to get a yes, right? So our human nature, we like yes men. We like yes. You know, we don't like the word no. It's in our nature as human beings. But the first message that Allah sends to us is no. That's the first message that Allah is sending to our mind as a human being. But what is Allah saying no to? What is Allah saying no? What is the message that He's saying to us as human beings as we come into this this way of life, or this way that orientates us on the natural path, the natural fitrah? Allah is saying no, and because our religion of Islam is the religion of life. It is the religion of Deen al-Fitr. It is the natural religion. It is the religion of life, the religion of nature itself. So what Allah is saying no to is that which is against life. Allah is saying no to that which is against life. So Allah is saying no. So as soon as we come into the religion, the first thing Allah says is no. 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 Allah is saying no to our subconscious mind also, to the subconscious behavior that is in us as human beings. So this is what Allah is speaking to. This is what Allah is speaking to. So the first message that Allah sends to us is a negative. Our religion starts off with a negative. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So Allah is saying no. No to what? To the artificial behavior that is in man. Because this world makes an artificial life out of us as human beings. So Allah is saying no. Allah is saying no because our very thoughts are illahs. Our very behaviors are illahs. Our subconscious thoughts and our subconscious behaviors become illahs. And Satan operates on the subconscious level. He operates in the subconscious. And so when he's operating in the subconscious, you know, the subconscious, we're not always aware of what goes on in our subconscious. You know? And Allah says in our religion, we have to have what? Belief in the unseen. Right? So there are forces that act on our very nature as human beings that we're not even aware of. For example, our own heartbeat. See, our own heartbeat, it is our subconscious mind that controls our heartbeat. It's the subconscious that controls that. So in our religion, we're told to have belief in the unseen. So belief in what? Belief in the unseen forces that you don't even know about. We have to have belief in that. So our very heartbeat is operated through our subconscious mind. Something that we don't even think about. You know, if I were to ask you, hey brother, tell me how many beats per minute your heart beat. You say, what kind of question is that? Man, you know, let me go get the little instrument and I'll tell you after that. But it's your heart. How come you can't tell me how many beats per minute your heart beat? It's your heart. That's because Allah took it out of your conscious mind and gave it to your subconscious mind. But just imagine if Allah gave it to your conscious mind, what would happen? You would die. You would die. You know, how many, 80 over 120, you would die. You wouldn't survive. You would die. But Allah has removed those forces that act upon us as human beings and gave it to the subconscious. So this is the month of Ramadan. You know, and during this month of Ramadan, Allah tells us to look at the moon. What does Allah tell us? He says, look for the sighting of the new moon. Look for the sighting of the new moon. Because our religion is a universal religion. So we are one with God, one with creation, and one with humanity. So Allah is connecting us with His creation when He tells us to look for the sighting of the new moon. So humanity is one with Allah's creation. You know, and there's a lot of mysticism as it relates to the moon. You know, way back in time, you know, they would, you know, when you hear the word lunatic, you know, loon is another word for the moon. So they say lunatic or man, you loony, he's loony, he's a loony tune. You know. So what they're doing, they're making mockery of Allah's creation. This is what they're doing. They're making mockery of Allah's creation. But for those